Okay, so this is Gia, and we're in the kitchen. We just got done talking about kind of rules and boundaries. Now, for dogs, distance can equal respect. Now, see her tail right now? See how it's all up? Mm-hmm. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's a good sign. That's a tail of a dog that's not feeling insecure. When a tail goes down, like she was doing before, trying to cover her anus, she's saying, I'm uncomfortable. I don't want you to sniff me. All right, so that was a good job of restraining yourself because you were going to pet her for no reason. All right, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back in the living room here in a second, and her favorite person, who I never show faces, but this is one of her favorite people to accost. I'm not showing your face. So she likes to jump up and get all up in her business. So we just went through a series of what I like to call escalating consequences of how to disagree. We're going to go back in there, and you're going to use those escalating consequences to disagree. So remember, the first thing you're going to do, you don't have to say it now, but I want you to do it when you recognize she's coming over, but don't wait for her to do the wrong thing. Disagree when she's still a foot or two away. She continues, then I want you to go to the second one, and then do this, what we talked about. All right, and people at home are wondering, why aren't I telling you this? Because you have to hire me and have me come to your house in order to find out this information. All right, so before we do this, I'm going to have you come over here and you're going to pet her and love up on her like you normally would for no reason.
Hi. Oh, you've just been so good. Just perfect, huh?
All right, so let's go back in. You can go ahead of me. Now let's see if she does once we all get settled. And if you want to grab a seat here, and if you want to grab a seat back on the couch where you were, or however you guys want to do that. Now, of course, she's not going to do what I want her to do.
Exactly.
So why don't you call her over and pet her a little bit? There you go. A little bit more enthusiastic.
Oh.
There you go.
I just never get a chance to actually do that.
Because she's always on.
Turns in circles and rhymes.
Sure.
And...
All right, how about if, can you get up and just kind of like call out to her really excitedly when she comes over, pet her, play with her a little bit?
Hi, Boo. Come here. Hello. Come here. Oh, you have to sit down. Oh, why are you sitting like that? Come here.
She's looking for the light.
Come here.
She's looking for the light.
Oh, okay.
That phone's puts on.
Oh, okay, sure. All right, let's grab a seat again and pet her on your way there. And just kind of jump up on there. There you go. There we go. So this is normally what we get, but well, this is actually really good behavior compared to normal, right? Now we have a little bit more of the... Okay. So this isn't exactly as bad as it was. I always forget to do these videos before. So actually, let's go ahead and now we're going to incorporate the rule that we just talked about. So go ahead and just stand up first. Tell her OFF.
Oh, off.
There you go. Grab a seat. Now remember, here she comes.
I was thinking of the hiss noise, so I was getting mentally prepared.
Well, I always spell it out because I want the person to do it, not me. So, all right, so now. Now, that worked. She looked at you. Mm-hmm. Now, I know that you're probably feel a little self-conscious about this, but you were smiling with a giant grin when you did that. So if you're trying to correct a dog, but you're smiling, you're sending a big... There we go. Much better. More... So there, you got the response you were looking for. You didn't give her the grin. She stopped and she moved away. And you didn't have to force her. You weren't physical. Now, this is anxiety. I want. We're not going to disagree with that because she's going to have to learn to deal with that. But there we go. So she goes over there and LA-wise on her own with one single correction, where before I came here, how many times you'd be correcting her still and she still wouldn't listen to you, right?
Yeah.
So
Get off, shove her away, and she just would keep looking.
The only time the dogs shove each other is when they're about to mount or play. So all the message we're trying to say is leave me alone. What the dog hears is come right back. So because we didn't have rules incorporated, we weren't communicating in a way they understood, and we were doing things that confused them, she had all kind of a trifecta of things. As soon as we communicate the way that the dog wants or understands.
So you hit, they box.
Yeah, exactly.
Just punch me in the face 20 times.
But this is a great example of dogs living it now. Once we communicate with them in the right way and they respect us as an authority figure, they are happy to follow our instructions. I'm guessing just before you guys weren't communicating in a way that she understood, and she was confused as to what her role was. And I'm not done playing with you. I don't care what you want to do. I want to do this, and this is what we're going to do. So now she's already starting to adopt more of a follower's mindset that we're looking for. Gia, you did very good. You did so good, I might get a tip.